What I'm watching is in front of them. Santi Munoz defensively making sure he has proper ground coverage to get pressure. Just make sure the lineup's right.
Club record for wins in a season. And with that, we are underway from Kansas City, Kansas. Sporting Kansas City in the light blue. Vancouver Whitecaps in the dark blue. It's great to have you with us alongside Devin Kerr. I'm Nate Bukaty. It's a beautiful night here in America's heartland. And you've got a Vancouver Whitecaps side that have so much to play for this season. They punched their ticket to the Canadian Championship final. They've got themselves in a good position in the Western Conference, but dealing with some serious injuries at important positions. Devin Kerr, what are you looking for from the visitors tonight?
From afar, you look at the team sheet and think, wow, they're cheating a little bit here, right? That's not the case because their hand has been forced. Roster a little bit lighter. Being disciplined, making sound decisions, not overcomplicating the game every single level. Tristan Blackman on the back line. When you start to move a little bit higher, Brian Wade, and then of course, the recent addition of Tomas Muller into the midfield, you lose those presences. You don't need to recreate it. This is about one foot in front of the other. And for a Sporting Kansas City squad, Nate, you're looking to maintain aggression that has been, but defensively more sound in the relationship between the back four and midfield.
And here come the Whitecaps into the penalty area right off the bat, and it's slotted home by Ocampo. And just like that, Vancouver draws first blood.
Sabi on the wing tonight, but as it opens up, you have to keep those gaps together. Right side of your screen, Basong and Davis, they don't drop quick enough. As you start to over-rotate with Ocampo, watch the patience to allow this run to develop. Great vision on the cutback in. Sabi waits for him. Ocampo holds. That slight hesitation as he explodes into the top of the six. Keeps the back four in front of him. When they start to defensively backtrack, he's so good at closing down space, eliminating time for opponents. But then when they start to build going the other way, that first line of confrontation, Blackman's so good at breaking.
Whitecaps into the penalty area again. Ahmed cutting it back across, and Dembe there to intervene this time.
That's the discipline I was talking about over the lineup, though, that you don't necessarily need to chase the narrative in front of you. Be the guy to be Tristan Blackman. Instead, trust your midfielders to have proper movement and build through them.
Cabrera with the ball in for Rios. He cuts it back, and he finds Cabrera off the post. Replay is brought to you by T-Mobile.
Give Kenji Cabrera from the Vancouver Whitecaps a lot of credit here. He's trying enough in the way that they pick up the passage down in the corner.
I'm just checking.
Little spin off to the backside, leaves his feet to be able to get anything on it. Beats Pulskamp, but moments that don't show up on the score sheet, Nate, just prior for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Sporting has, what, 25 seconds or so of possession on the far side of the field. The tackle and then the outlet ball to Ali Ahmed.
Cabrera cutting it back across. He finds Sabi. Sabi shoots, and he was looking for the far post, but missed wide.
You give yourself the chance to transition. If it's not on, great. You recycle, go the other direction. The first bite of the apple, that's what happens. The second, you get a commitment from more numbers up high. So if you're Ahmed, you have the ability to head up, find Kenji Cabrera, come on the diagonal. Now you've dragged a runner out of the midfield with you. The back line, working them into the rotation, even though there's the supporter shield race and the run into CONCACAF Champions Cup earlier this season and the Canadian Championship. A lot of managers, Nate, might turn their head and stick with the seniors, what's in front of them. Not the case here with Sorensen.
Every player's done their part for Vancouver so far this year. It's Cabrera into the penalty area. Cabrera! And it's into the back of the net off the foot of Pulskamp. His first start for Vancouver, his first goal for Vancouver. Kenji Cabrera makes it 2-0.
As the ball makes its way from the far side of the field, watch his hips opening up on the first touch. It's allowing Vancouver Whitecaps to continue forward. The underlap by Tate Johnson starts to confuse Kyrie Shelton in front of him. Should he stay or go? He hesitates for a second because of Johnson over the right shoulder. Both hold, and now all of a sudden, you've pulled a midfielder out. Zorn Basong gets caught flat-footed. That explosion, a little 3-yard touch by Kenji Cabrera to get it out in front of him, to give himself the opportunity to go with the goalkeeper. Good ball movement. Can't blame the referee for brandishing a card in that situation.
Vancouver coming forward again. Ahmed clipping it toward the 6, and the header is turned wide by Rios. The match rankings are presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. It's Tommy, and a save by Takaoka. Now Garcia clipping it in toward the back post, saved again by Takaoka. He just got enough of it to push it behind for a corner.
Beautiful recovery, so difficult because of the way that Tommy hits the ball. Noticing how it drops right in front of the goalkeeper, reestablishing himself. That foundation drifting back to the side. Doesn't look much, but the tiniest of touches. It was headed for the far post.
Berhalter scoots it down the right-hand side. Ahmed getting behind the defense. Ahmed cutting it back. Ahmed saved by Polskamp. There's the first shot attempt for Vancouver of the second half, and it was a good one. Gondo closed down. Ahmed keeps it alive. Ahmed sliding it through. Nelson, another save by Polskamp. And that's been the hallmark of Vancouver all season long. As you said, Devin, it's the balance in the attack, in defense. Rotating players. A series of injuries this year. None of it seemed to have slowed them down. Scooped over the top, intended for Tommy, flicked away by Ocampo. Sliding tackle by Davis and a nice touch. Davis hits it to a free foot. Forced back by Johnson. Garcia unleashes one over the bar.
In terms of attacking prowess, Manu Garcia, best on the pitch for Sporting Kansas City here in the second half. Difficult ball to hit. Coming.
And there is the final whistle. No Mueller, no Blackman, no problem for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Another convincing performance